What if the White House almost burned down and America barely noticed? What if a man with a manifesto, two guns, and a plan got 20 feet from the president? And what if the same American media that spent 6 months on Butler's Pennsylvania spent exactly 48 hours on this one? And stay with me. And why did Cole Allen signed his email, friendly federal assassin? How did a trained engineer bypass a full secret service checkpoint? Why did Cole Allen's own brother notify police, not the FBI? And what was in that manifesto that American media won't quote it in a full, uh, quote in full? And why did the shooting get no task force like Butler's Pennsylvania got? And why did Congress go quiet after demanding a secret service briefing? And why was Cole Allen a guest at the same hotel as the event? And how did he reserve that room? And 3 weeks before the dinner? And why is the American media treating this like a weather report? And why 7 days later a federal charges that only things American knows? And I'm going to answer every single on today. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you will never see the American security state the same way again. And I investigate what American media chooses to forget. April 25th, 2026, Washington Hilton and Cole Allen walked in with two guns, a 12 gauge shotgun and 38 caliber pistol. He had a manifesto, he had a hotel reservation made 3 weeks in advance, and Secret Service shelter officer took a bullet, survived because of the bulletproof vest by inches, by luck, by vest. The president was evacuated safely, and by Sunday morning in America, most people had almost moved on. Cole Allen now faces federal charges, attempted assassination of the president, and the story is already dying. Every American should have a problem with that. And who exactly is Colin Allen, and why does his profile matters? And Cole Thomas Allen, 31 years old, Torres, California, mechanical engineering degree, Caltech 2017, and masters in computer science, called state 2025. This is not a random angry man. This is someone who studied structural mechanics and who understood security vulnerabilities, who planned this attack for months, who signed his final email, friendly federal assassin, dumber than a box of rocks. The man is the opposite of that, and that is exactly what makes this dangerous. How did Cole Allen breach hotel security? The Washington Hilton hosts the most security intensive annual event in DC. Magnetometer, Secret Service agents, checkpoints, all Allen checked in the day before. And as a registered hotel guest, he walked the building for 24 hours. He mapped the interior stair walls. He bypassed the heavily mounted floors, and he came through an interior entrance accessible to hotel guests, and he reached the terrace level foyer. He ran through the magnetometer with shotgun in hand. Fuck around and find out. The Secret Service found out first, but the question remains, how did any of this happen? What did Cole Allen's manifesto actually says? Fox 11 obtained the full manifesto. Allen called himself friendly federal assassin. He outlined his rules of engagement. He said this was his righteous duty. The target, the Trump administration. He wrote out objections and rebuttals. And objection, this isn't a converting timing. His rebuttal, the world isn't about you. He described himself a half black, half white, said nobody else is picking up the slack. He sent this to family and a former employer, scheduled to deliver minutes before the shooting. His brother read it, called police immediately. Cole Allen was already in the hotel, and in the middle doubt standard, why did Butler, Pennsylvania gets a congressional task force and this shooting got nothing? July 2024, Butler, Pennsylvania, someone shot at President Trump at the rally. Congress created a special task force and hearing started within the 2 weeks. The investigation ran for months. April 25th, 2026, Washington Hilton, someone shot a Secret Service agent 20 feet from the President. House Oversight Committee demanded a briefing, and then silence. Fox News reported it directly. There many not be hearing this time. That dog won't hurt as an explanation. The question is why not? And what is the mainstream American media deliberately choosing not to cover? Barack Obama posted about the shooting, got 52 million views in 48 hours. Conservative media spent 3 days on the Twitter fight about the tweet and not the actual security breach, not on how the hotel guest with two guns got within the 20 feet of the presidential event. That's bullshit journalism. Every American watching this knows it. The story is not the tweet. The story is how Cole Allen got in, and what questions has nobody asking about Allen's timeline. Cole Allen reserved his hotel room on April 6th. He traveled Los Angeles to Chicago to DC, 4 days, two firearms transported across multiple state lines, multiple Amtrak security checkpoints. Nothing flagged, nothing stopped him. He arrived April 24th, checked in with weapons with his bag, and shot a federal agent the next evening, the whole 9 yards, and nobody caught it. Where is the accountability? And what did that manifesto say that the White House buried? And the White House confirmed the manifesto, described it as a targeting Trump administration officials period. That was an official statement. The further quotes no full text. NPR noted they had not sent it and seen it independently. Fox 11 obtained the full document separately, and two institutions, two versions of events. The official version was sanitized. Allen's actually words were much darker, much more specific about who he was wanted dead and why he believed he was justified. Holy shit, where is the full transcript? Where is the America's right to read it? And where did Allen's sister's interview disappear from the news cycle? Allen's sister spoke to the investigators. Her brother had tendency towards radical statements and said his rhetoric constantly referred a plan to something to fix the world. She had attended No King's protests, and he was part of the Wide Awakes and a social justice activist network named after an 1860s and abolitionists movement, and NPR mentioned it once and then it vanished from the American coverage. Why? What does the security failure means for every American going afterwards? A hotel guest can carry firearms into a security building, can map security gaps for 24 hours, can run through a checkpoint in survival with no congressional investigation, no hearings, no independent security review. The House Oversight Committee asked for the briefing. It has been 7 days. Americans still waiting, and road here and put away wet is the only way to describe what just happened in the is to the accountability. And what does history say about assassination attempts in American forget? In 1981, John Hinckley Jr. shoots President Reagan. Extensive congressional investigation, security protocols completely overwhelmed. 1975, Lenity Fromme points a gun at Ford. Immediate full systematic review. July 2024, Butler, Pennsylvania, special task force hearing 6 months. April 2026, Washington Hilton and House briefing requested silence. One of these things is not like the other. Sound familiar, right? What does profile of educated planners in American political violence tell to us? And Ted Kaczynski, PhD in mathematics, planned for years multiple American victims. James Hodgkinson shot the congressional baseball practice 2017, had a target list, planned the location. Cole Allen, 2 allied degrees, manifesto multi-state travel, hotel reservation made weeks ahead. These are not impulsive crimes, Americans. These are operations. In every American case, the question is who knew, who was warned, and what wasn't done. Sounds familiar, right? And here is the verdict. Here is what the federal records confirm. Cole Allen traveled 2,000 miles with two weapons across multiple American states through multiple security checkpoints with a written manifesto delivered minutes before a Secret Service officer took a bullet and survived by inches and a vest. The president was evacuated safely. Cole Allen was arrested and charged with attempted. That is where the official story ends. But Americans deserve to know more. Why was no task force created? Why did media pivot in 48 hours? And why is the full manifesto still hidden? Why Americans who pays taxes funds that security apparatus that almost failed in April 25th? You have the right to know why. You have the right to know angry, and nobody is demanding those answers, right? I need your opinion on this topic. I'm waiting in the comment box, and thanks for watching this video and subscribe immediately.